guys, it's Miss Castor. Go ahead and take Cornell notes over function notation. You should have your name written on your paper, algebra, and then your class period. So whatever your class period is, needs to go right here with your date. Okay, so with function notation, when you are given y equals 2x minus 8, and you're told to find the value if x equals negative 3. Well, we can look at function values with an equation written a little bit differently. We've seen it written if f of x equals 2x minus 8, then f of negative 3 equals fill in the blank. So all you're doing with this is you are replacing your y with f of x, because y is a function of x, and that's literally what this is saying, is a function of x equals f of x minus 8. So all I'm doing is I'm replacing my x value with my negative 3. So I have 2, and then I've always replaced my variable with a parentheses. So negative 3, and then minus my 8. So I have 2 times negative 3 minus 8. 2 times negative 3 gives me negative 6 minus 8. I have negative 6 minus 8 gives me a negative 14. So f of negative 3 is negative 14. And I can write this as an ordered pair with x being negative 3, because that's what this is right here. And my y, I just found out, was negative 14. So written it as an ordered pair, it looks like this. Okay, another way that we can see these function values is in a table. So we're finding function values. It says find f of 3. So we're finding the function value when x equals 3. That's what this right here means. So I go to my table and I see where 3 is, and I figure out what my value of f of x, which all that means is y, so f of x or y, and I see that my f of x or my y is negative 2. So f of 3 equals negative 2. And again, I need to write this as an ordered pair. So my x value is going to be 3, and my y is negative 2. Okay, the next one says find f of 15. So again, I go to my table, look where my function value when x is 15, and I see that it is 8. So I can write this again as an ordered pair where my x is 15 and my y is 8. So that's how you can see function values in a table. So when we're looking at mapping, we have these two circles, and the first one represents my input or my x, and this one is my f of x or my y. So my input, I've got 0, 5, 6, and 9, and my output, or my f of x, or my y, is 2, 6, and 8. So I'm being asked to find f of 5, so I come over here to 5, and then I see where it's pointing to. Well, I follow the arrow, and it points to 2. So f of 5 equals 2, so that means that the function value of 5 is 2, and I'm going to write this as an ordered pair of 5, 2. Okay, the next one says to find f of 9. So again, I come over to my x values. I see where 9 is, and I follow the arrow, and it leads me to 6. So the function value of 9 is equal to 6, and I'm going to put this again in an ordered pair of 9, 6. This is my x and my y. Another way that you can see this written is in graphing. So we've got our graph here, and I'm being asked to find f of 3. Well, if I'm finding f of 3, again, my whatever number is inside of my parentheses, my function value, is going to be my x. So I'm looking at my x-axis. Here's my y, or f of x. Okay, so I'm looking at x, and I go to 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3. And I go up and I see where it intersects. So I see what value y is, and it's 1, 2, 3. So function value of 3 is equal to 3. So again, I can write that as an ordered pair of 3, 3. Okay, now I'm going to look at negative 3 because it says find f of negative 3. So again, I'm looking at my x-axis, and I go to negative 3, negative 1, 2, and 3, and I go down to right here, and my y value is negative 1. So f of negative 3 is equal to negative 1, and again, I write that as an ordered pair of negative 3, negative 1. Alright, you have these 4 to do on your own. You have an equation, you have a table, you have mapping, and you have a graph. So do these. If you have any questions for me, please write those down, and I will see you in class.